Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here at the end of Prophecies and we are going to be doing some of the Prophecies post-game. We're on a different character. We're on one of my main characters that I've played for a while, but I've never actually done a lot of the stories on that, so yeah. Actually, to be fair, this isn't the main, this is like a side character. I just used to use this character a ton for farming, but not a ton for actually like doing the stories. But anyway, so we have to kneel at the statue of Glint here, or at the... And this will give us a vision of Glint, the dragon. She's not even looking at us. What a bastard. But anyway. Titan Lord... Oh, Avisiro Sectus and his army are amassing numbers out of Mineral Spring. We expected that as soon as an army this big enough will attempt to overtake Draknar's Forge, break through the ranks of the Titans to find the Lord and the rest of his underlings, kill the Lord to put a huge dent in the Titan Force and convince the rest of them to retreat. As a friend of a Deldrimor Dwarves, it would be my honor. So there's essentially a small chain of quests here that have you going around and killing off a lot of the enemies that made it through. But I am actually going to run to the outpost nearby, and then we'll actually pick back up as we get there. Alright, here we are in the closest outpost to where we want to go. Let's see. Alright. And this is where we went. So we went up from Draknar's Forge, through here. Copperhammer Mines, that's near where we did the second attribute quest. And then we ran up all the way here to Grand Citadel. And there's even a couple more outposts up here. And yeah, this shows one of the things that I both really like and actually kind of dislike about Guild Wars 1. Oh, see, this is the path I mentioned, that the Shiver Peaks are connected. If you go through these 4 explorable areas down through here, you can get to Draknar's Forge from running all the way through here. But one of the things I really like and really dislike about this game is how much you can miss. You can miss just a metric ton of content if you just follow the critical path for the story. Like, we didn't go to, like, basically any of this stuff at all. And there's also stuff here. There's stuff up here. There's this entire area. Actually, I think, unironically, the jungle is the only place that has explorable areas you can't really miss, but even there's a couple. Anyway, we're on our way to help deal with the Titan issue. I guess I should do a brief talk about builds and stuff. So, this obviously being one of my older characters who is much more well-equipped and whose heroes are much more well-equipped. This is the character we're going to be taking through a lot of the post-Guild Wars, like post-Eye of the North stuff, because I haven't done any of that on any character, so that should be fun. But let's just take a look at some of the builds while we're running our way to the next zone. And the next zone is actually the zone that has the Titans in it that we're supposed to be going after. So we got me. I'm an assassin class, which is one of the classes from the next campaign from factions. And their main thing is they use daggers, and they have skills that they have to use in a certain order to get them to actually hit. So we're rocking a pretty standard at this point dagger spamming setup just for max damage. And then we have Gwen on E-Surge, very similar to what she's on our other character. Raza, who's another Mesmer, on another E-Surge. another Mesmer. This is our Ineptitude, kind of anti-melee character. And we have Livia, who is on a Icy Veins, like, death magic nuke build with some command for support, but this is just a pretty good build. We were using this on Oleus for a while, and I think we actually even are using this on Oleus currently. This is just a build that basically centers around stuff dying, and as long as stuff is dying, a bunch of AoE damage is going to be going off. Then we have a Ritualist here, which is the other class unique to factions. They are kind of like spirit people. So they have spirits. They're different than the Ranger spirits, though. The Ranger spirits and the Ritualist spirits actually work quite differently. But they are both completely immobile, but Ritualist spirits only ever affect your team. And some of them even have auto attacks and can do some damage. So they're on like a supportive damage reduction kind of Ritualist. Then we have a Necro Healer who is half healer, half spirit spammer. Necro Healers are super common just because they get lots of energy back, so you end up having to not worry about energy as much on them. And then we have Oleus on a Bip Resto as well. So this is probably like the most standard hero setup. Maybe this Icy Veins hero is relatively unique, but these other like 6 heroes are pretty standard to what a lot of people would be running, especially as the game has gotten on and people have kind of optimized builds more and more. But yeah, we're just here in this outpost cleaning up the Titans. Or how many we actually have to kill. Okay, we have to kill the Titan Lord, but I think we actually end up having to clear out the rest of them, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, these are different Titans than the ones we fought in the down here in the Ring of Fire Islands. I think there's actually different ones in each of the areas, if I remember correctly. I think these enemies might have also been updated at some point, and that's why they have different models as well. I could be wrong about that. I actually didn't start playing whenever this would have been the real, like, post-game quest, but ever since I've been playing, these are newer models, or these are not the same models as the other Titans. But pretty cool. I also believe this was added, these quest line was added a little bit after Prophecies actually came out, and after everybody finished it, to kind of hold people over till Nightfall. Or not Nightfall, excuse me, Factions, because Factions only came out 6 months later. Pretty cool, though. I quite like the design of this. This one is a reskin, I can tell. Well, they're all like reskins, but they all have this cool ice theme to them. And they're quite a bit harder than the other ones, have a bit better builds. There is also hard mode versions of these quests, but as they don't offer anything different than just some extra rewards, I'm just going to be doing these through on normal mode, just to kind of show them off. And Titan's over there fighting the Tengu. But yeah, this is one of two things. This quest line, and then there was a dungeon, kind of, with its own set of quests. It also released a unique mechanic into the game whenever it came out. That's the Sorrow's Furnace, and we're going to be doing that after these Titan quests. I'm not exactly sure how long the Titan quests are going to take. Like, I'm pretty sure they're probably only going to be not super long each. So there's a relatively high chance that I just that you're just gonna see all of them in one video, depending on how long this ends up taking me. But I really like this area. I really like the trees. It's pretty cool. I've never, there's very few reasons to ever actually come up this way. So pretty schnifty. And just like the other Titans, these do actually break into little guys whenever you kill them. Yeah, but this elite skill we have here is Shadow Theft. This is one of the few skills that were added relatively recently. For the 15th anniversary, they gave each class a new elite skill option, and this is the assassin one. It's a really good skill, and a lot of them ended up being kind of meh, but they're all pretty unique compared to what was already in the game, and a lot of them are themed around the classes like counterparts in Guild Wars 2. To a degree. Like the Necro one is actually kind of like a melee ability based one to kind of represent like a Reaper a little bit. I think it's even actually named after a Reaper skill. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, so even after all these years, they gave us a nice little update with some new skills. It was really nice of them to do, and it was actually kind of fun to make builds with them whenever they came out. Like there's one, like the monk one is like an AoE, is like a melee attack that knock down. The warrior one gives you like super high attributes and a whole different bunch of weapons. So the idea is that you're just gonna use like every weapon basically. I'm gonna kill myself if I attack. Yep. Oh man. Maybe I didn't bring enough hex removal. Yeah, you don't have Shatter Hex on him. Maybe I'll put Shatter Hex on him as well. I think Gwen is the only person with hex removal right now. Yeah, I think so. So maybe I'll put another piece of hex removal on someone else. So mine lets me just jump to a target and then I get some extra attribute points, as well as reducing theirs so they do a little bit less damage, but the main point is just I get more attribute points myself, which is kind of cool. And gives me a lot of extra damage. Yeah, there they are. Let's say, I thought these things split. One thing with the this set of quests and stuff is that there weren't really like rewards for them. Like there isn't some big reward at the end of doing all these quests. It's kind of just like some little stuff you can do if you want to. Here's interestingly some Mersat corpses, or Mersat construct corpses. The area is getting darker as we approach the dude we're supposed to kill. Here he is up here. I wonder how annoying he's gonna be. Oh, one way to find out. Stop attacking for a second. Does that have a negative effect on me? Okay, it's off. Okay, that's it. That was relatively easy, but definitely in hard mode that could be annoying. So let's go back and grab our reward from Glint. The Vision of Glint. I might actually split this one up into its own episode and then do the other two tomorrow, because I'm going to have to do some stuff, so I apologize if this is going to be a short episode. Your efforts have put the Titan army to disarray, but there's still more work to be done. Their presence is spreading through Tyria, and they must be stopped. So these are the other three. So the last day dawns. Though May followed Prince Rurik through his quest to secure a better future for the people of Ascalon, there are those who remain behind. Despite the Char threat, they cannot bring themselves to leave the soil which they had been born. Are they in grave danger? Ascalon's great wall and soldiers had withered in Rurik's absence. An old king dons his armor, heavy with time, to fight a battle he cannot win. It is his will alone that keeps Ascalon alive. Now it's up to you to make sure he stays alive. Hurry to Frontier Gate. Dwayne to protect him, Balthazar grant him strength and courage. Ride away. Adalbern is not my king. Okay, so it looks like there's actually 4 of these, so we'll do 2 of these today. This one shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I think we can just go back over to Ascalon. Oh, it looks like we probably have to do the Fort Rannoch mission first in order to get teleported over there. Yes, that is probably true, because I don't really want to run it down. Alright, I'm going to do that real quick, and I will be right back. Alright, finished the mission. We're here at Frontier Gate now, where we talk to this dude, I think. Yep, the last day dawns. Thank goodness you've come. King Adelbert is in desperate need of aid, and though I'd give my sword arm to fight beside him right now, I'm sworn to stay here to protect our citizens. The king has managed to put back those demon creatures to the wall, but now even a handful of soldiers are surrounded. The king Valor may have earned a blessing of Balthazar in his youth, but he's no longer a young man. Lend a hand to our brave old king and save our people. Okay. Let's get to it then. Where do we have to go? We have to go up this way. Okay. Not too far. Not too bad. Oops, I keep hitting that button. That's the wrong button. Maybe I should have given him a healing elite for this. I'm starting to think I should have given healing damage to my, an actual healing elite to my healer instead of having him still on BIP so he might kill himself. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see how well this goes. Ascalon will never bow to beasts such as these. So here's the king and his guard going off to fight crap without me. With Adalbert on our side, we'll defeat these foul beasts. What do we actually have to do? Okay, yeah. So we just have to kill these Armageddon lords. And they hurt. Oh, it's because there's Spark of the Titans here. Yeah, those should be what we're targeting first. Hopefully I'm prepared enough for this. I'm still a little worried about not having a healing elite on my healer. Having blood as power. But we'll make do. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, there's no fire one in this one, so we should be fine. Alright. I was reading on the wiki, apparently there's a way to go around and kill most of these things before you actually trigger Adalbert, so you don't have to defend him as much. But screw that. Funnily enough, their fiery dragon swords do fire damage, and the Titans and Char are resistant to fire damage. So there's a funny thing on the wiki that like you could bring a ranger spirit to swap the elemental type of their weapons to make it more useful, which I think is pretty silly, but funny. There's a spark of the Titans over there. Ooh, Raza don't die. Raza don't die. Raza don't die. Holy heck. These Titans don't play around when there's only like 3 of you. Yeah, note to self, bring a healing elite next time I do this. This place is pretty cool though. I don't think I've ever actually seen this area. Alright, spark down. Albert's guards or healer is actually pretty useful because it looks like he has plot spirit, which is really nice. It means I take a lot less damage from these enemies until they strip it. I was thinking he has a couple useful spells. Yeah, they probably gave them slightly better builds to accommodate for the fact that this is an area where you can only have 4 party members. Pretty standard quest, but I like that you go back to these low areas and you get to fight powerful monsters here. It makes the world feel a little bit more what I'm looking for. Like consistent, I guess, for lack of a better term. Obviously, because some of these zones are start of the game areas, lots of them have to be a bit weaker in the beginning, but it's cool. I don't know. I like it, despite the fact that the difficulty jumps up a ton whenever you can't use, you know, a full team and you go use 4 people. As long as I have breath in my body, Ascalon will prevail. For a long time have I fought for Ascalon, first as a soldier blessed by Balthazar, now as its king. Though I have survived one more battle and I will see another day, it will not make me any more wise, only one day older. I have lost all that a man can lose. All that I have left is the antiquated set of armor and the remains of this tattered kingdom. I thank you for your help today. Rurik would have been very proud of you, what you all have accomplished. It's a little true. You're like, his kingdom's still messed up. Like, son's dead. My man has nothing, and he just held on a little bit longer. Kind of sad, but also kind of true. Ascalon is kind of still hella screwed, as they say, in the business. Let's kneel to the statue real quick and re-summon the dragon. Adalburn is safe. That's it. Alright. But that is actually going to be the end of today's episode. I want to thank you for coming out, and I will catch you in the next one where we'll be finishing up this Titans storyline. Have a great day.